Good morning. Back from my chiropractic appointment, and a question came along in my inbox asking about what chiropractic actually is. What does it actually do? So I thought the best way to explain it is with the analogy of a safety pin. So if you take a safety pin and imagine the top of it where the pin goes in, that is your brain. And then if you think about the brain and the spinal cord and the nervous system that is within that spinal cord, the brain sends and can send information or messages rather to the rest of the body via that nervous system. And in reverse, if that safety pin is closed, there's then a passage, I guess, for all of those extremities, all those parts of the body to then resend information back to the brain to tell it what's going on, to basically let it know that everything's okay. And when you have this closed loop, this safety pin that's shut, you have good health. And when your posture is in good health, that safety pin is closed. But when your posture is not in good health, when it's out of whack somehow, then that safety pin becomes open. So what that means is the brain is sending information and messages out to the rest of the body, but then that information, the relayed information from the limbs, can't get back to the brain because of this open circuit. And so it's chiropractors like Arlene, it's their job to help to adjust your body without any needles, with adjustments, I guess is the best way to describe it, to help you to realign your posture, realign your spine, so that that circuit can be closed again and everything is hunky-dory in terms of the circle of information there. So yeah, it's very beneficial in terms of, well, for me it's been kind of priceless really over the 7 years I've been running, because I was spending a lot of time at a desk, and I found that the natural curvature of your spine can and will be kind of influenced as in terms of how long you spend in front of the desk and the posture that you hold. So from the side, if you're sat at a desk with a classic position of shoulders hunched forwards, head down, looking at a desk, chin is going forward like this, what you will find is that of the three natural curves in your spine, the top curve can become straight. And what that means is that the natural shock absorption that your spine gives you is, what's the word? Is compromised. That's it. Compromised. So instead of having three natural areas in your spine that naturally absorb shock, not only from running but just from walking around, you then only have two, and this can then mean that the energy, the pressures, the forces that are placed on the spine then can cause issues such as lower back pain, your hips and stuff being out, purely because your spine's out of whack. Everything above it, say your head is too far forwards, then everything underneath it through the rest of your body has to get out of kilter to then compensate for that weight otherwise falling over. So it has to support the weight, say your head, by coming out of its optimal position, just so that you can hold that potentially hunched forwards, head forwards kind of position. So yeah, my advice is, if you can, go see a chiropractor. Most of them can give you some kind of initial consultation. Some of them give them for free. It's really worth giving it a go, and it has helped my running considerably. Without good posture, it can be very difficult to train well, because your body's just not quite there. It's just not quite right. It's not flowing as nicely as it can be when your alignment is in check. Okay? And that is chiropractic. No needles.